what is God and why do we believe God is real? I have no proof that God's real, but there's something inside me that says that there is God, I just have this feeling that God does exist, and I want to connect to God so bad. And there's no logic to it. It's just like a inner feeling that I want to connect to the source or this thing that I feel like I belong to. I don't know if you could give me some insight on that if you have any.
Yeah, so I will start by I like always like in yoga when they say a God defined as a God can find. So like I don't even want to put God in a box. He's
Yeah.
really beyond my comprehension. Like, whoa, trying to describe the source, that's way above my pay grade. So, but I would just say that your soul, your higher self or your consciousness always has a longing to return back to the source. So that's why like these kind of subliminal buzzwords always affect people. Like let's say freedom, like freedom to go home and be with the source.
Mm.
So when they say freedom, they're basically talking to your subconscious soul, and they could kind of trick you into doing stuff using the underlying freedom word, that your source always wants to be free, and your soul always wants to go home to the source and always wants to be free. So anytime they say freedom, they're basically tricking you. My favorite thing is freedom is not free. Of course it's free. It's freedom,
Yeah.
like freedom. It's free, So they use these kind of words to trick you into doing something you don't want to do, because they know they're speaking to your soul, and your soul always wants to be free, and your soul always wants to go home and reinsert itself to the source, like putting your drop of water back into the ocean of the universe, if you know what I'm saying. So
Overwhelmed by stress or stuck in your practice? Kriya Yoga is the key. Get personal help. Book a free call at kriyayogamasterclass.com. Now let's continue the journey.
you always kind of look for freedom, but they kind of use this type of thing against you with their, I don't know, psyops and their words to trick your soul. But I would always say like I always have this longing to return home and be one with the source, the ultimate oneness. And a lot of people like Paul on other sad songs would ask me, well, what if you lose your identity? I don't have an identity anyway. I am pure consciousness. I am pure energy. I'm a pure soul. So these are just things that have no meaning to me. I want to return back to the source. And if I have to sacrifice my identity, I'm willing to do that in half a second. So I always have the longing to be with the source. Anytime I hear people talking about the source, I'm always very interested,
Yeah.
because I want to know what the source thinks. I want to know what the source likes. I want to know what uh, mantras the source is, sweet music to the source. So I'm always trying to get tidbits and breadcrumbs and information about the source. So, but yeah, I always have a longing to go home and be with the source.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't explain it. I just feel like that's where I want to be. I have no logic. I just feel like that's where I want to go. So I don't know. And then another question. I already answered my own question, but as I was asking myself, what is my true nature? And it's my consciousness. So I'm just like, is consciousness the only thing that's real here?
Yeah, on Earth, I would say in yoga they say everything is Maya except consciousness, except yeah, a higher consciousness. I would say, is probably the only thing they would say is real. They say everything else is Maya, is all like a screen on the delusion of the world, I would say. So they don't attach to anything. And really, they get deep and they don't even attach to consciousness because that's trying to identify with something that can't even be identified. So they always say in yoga, neti neti, which is not this, not
Yeah.
this, not this. I am not this body. I am not this mind. I am not anything to do with this world. I don't resonate with anything in this world. In my case, when my guru told me to go back to the physical 3D world, it was a sad time to me because I didn't want to go back to the physical world. I was telling my guru, like, there are animals down there. They're
Yeah.
monsters. Can I just sleep in this cave?
Yeah.
So I don't want to identify with anything they do. Like, in the Himalayan mountains, we cared nothing about money. We didn't talk about money. We didn't talk about any of these things that people talk about down here in the Maya delusional world. We were mostly doing our inner work. So I didn't want to come back to this world, but he explained to me that it was my job to be in the world, but not of the world. So I was supposed to go back to the world and help people as much as I can. Hence, that's why we have the Kriya Yoga School, trying to help as many people as we can. Teaching Kriya Yoga and giving them the tools they need to live a better life. But yeah, so I don't feel like I belong in this place, let's
Yeah.
say. I'm trying to do the best I can with the tools I got, but it's a war zone. It's a minefield out there every day. Every day I'm like, whew, I'm happy to get home.
Ugh.
Man, it's crazy out there, man. Like, wow, you know? I long
Yeah.
for my meditation cushion every day. Like, oh, I gotta go out in this world. You know, I live in Thailand. They're driving every which way. The traffic rules do not apply in Thailand. They drive their motorcycles this way, that way. It's this total chaos everywhere I go. And, you know, tomorrow I have to go to Bangkok, which is super chaos. I call the highways in Bangkok spaghetti highways because it's just like, it's going every which way. It's so confusing that my GPS doesn't even know which is the right road. So it's like the road's down here, the road's up here, the road's over here.
Yeah.
It blows up my GPS. So it's this total chaos. So when I go out in the world, I'm like, I can't wait till my time is done on this 3D world. I'm trying to do as much sadhana to get off this hamster wheel and rejoin Babaji and all the Kriya Yoga ascended masters around the campfire. You know, anytime I see that campfire photo, which has Babaji and, you know, Yogananda, Lahiri Messiah, Yukteswar, all the great Kriya Yogi ascended masters, I have to shed a tear because I want to go home.
Yeah.
And anytime I hear somebody talking about the Himalayan mountains on a video that we post on our Kriya Yoga school community, I super resonate with that. Like, oh yeah, I want to go back, you know?
Yeah.
I can't wait till my time in jail is finished. And I could go back around the campfire and, you know, just do my inner work in peace and not have to worry about no bills or no distractions. There's no distractions in the Himalayan mountains or when you meditate in the forest. You're totally unconcerned with who won the Grammy, what movies on TV, who's president, you know, who won the Super Bowl, who won the NBA championship. None of these things have any meaning to you, or nor do
Yeah.
you want them to have meaning to you. So it's an undistracted, filled place, you know? And money has no meaning. One of the best stories I ever heard was Ramayana Maharishi. When he got to the place of his ashram, he took all his rupees and just threw it in the ocean. Said, I never want to touch this dirty money again. all this money goes into the water.
Yeah.
You know, I never want to talk about rupees. I never want to hear about rupees. I don't even want to think about it. And he got his wish for sure. I mean, he reached the highest state of enlightenment, that's for sure. I've been to his ashram before, and the energy there is super pure. Like you feel enlightened just by walking in the door to that place. And even though he's transcended his physical body, his energetic presence is still in the building, let's say. So it's almost like a breath of fresh air where, like, I walk into the ashram and the place where he used to sit. I was like, oh, yeah. His physical body might not be here, but his energetic presence is definitely here. And I'm going to just sunbathe in the divine grace of Ramayana Maharishi, the greatest of all time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, visit freekriyayoga.com, or check out our related video right here.